Photographers of Reddit, what is the most outrageous photo shoot request you have received from an Instagram influencer? Been a wedding photographer for 12 years. I routinely get asked to do entire weddings for free. Not even always from Instagram influencers. One time this guy, whom I didn't even like that much, asked me to do a wedding for free for his friend. Someone I didn't even know existed at all until this interaction. I just imagine walking into a restaurant and asking for the absolute best meal they have for $0, and then telling them it will be good for their business to do so. Influencers weren't what they are now back when this happened, but there was this flamboyant musician client I had that wanted to generate a buzz. I was pretty early in my career, so it didn't sound crazy at the time. But he hired me to follow him around a local outdoor shopping mall pretending to be paparazzi. It was actually kinda fun shouting fake interview questions at him while he ignored me. Lots of people fell for it and followed us around. Looking back on it, it was the dumbest gig I've ever had. Wedding photographer here. They said they were influencers with a great following that they'd promote me to, but when I asked for their handle online, silence. I get this is a lot as I'm fairly well known, so an easy target when people look. Exposure? People die from exposure. I had a client ask me to Photoshop his head onto another guy's body, because he liked the shirt the other guy was wearing more than his own. I actually did it, because it was hilarious, and he paid me for it. I was selling an old camera on eBay, maybe $50, and someone asked me to send it to him for free so he could review it on his YouTube channel. I'm not the manufacturer of this secondhand camera, just an art student trying to make some money, so I don't know how he thought reviewing my old camera was of any benefit to me. And then it turned out he only had 10 subscribers, so I really don't know what he thought he was doing. You have 10 subscribers, but start your email off with "Hi, I'm name," better known as channel name. Somehow have avoided this with my actual photography work, but I still laugh about eBay guy. As a photo assistant in Chicago, I had a friend tell me there was a popular NY photographer looking for an assistant on Instagram for a shoot in Chicago. I inquired with the gentleman, and he said he only had a day rate of $150. On top of that, he said the day would be a 14-hour day, and he asked me to pick up his equipment rental, which included a 12-foot sweep, and store it at my place to be ready for the shoot the next day. Hell no. $150 for 17 hours worth of work? IDC which photographer you are, pay your assistants correctly. Typo * pay not lay. Had someone ask me to do more than a week of videography for them, and create a promo video for $200. Not a day. For the whole week. A bald guy asked me to Photoshop veins in his head to make his head look like a giant. He was some kind of businessman who was selling an audiobook. I got asked if I had any duct tape, because she wanted her to push up into her dress. She then proceeded to strip completely down to just high heels, and wanted me to go in the other room, so she could take selfies with my remote control. I'm not leaving you alone with 10K worth of lenses. Beet poop. Some influencer that was promoting betaine in beets as healthy diet. She want me to take images of the color change poop. That this is actually normal in those that can't process the betaine. That week, my DSLR was dropped hard, and now I am without it. It was a bad week. Influencer asked me to shoot, and before I even had the chance to give her my prices, she decided to give me hers, over $300 for me to shoot with her for 30 minutes. One of her main selling points was she could teach me how to leverage and grow my social media. Girl was 15. Edit to clarify, she was asking me to pay her $300 plus when in reality at a minimum she should be paying me. I don't even charge that much, haha. Had a girl contact me to do a suicide girls photo shoot. I gave her my rates and she got back with, "Oh, I don't have that much. Isn't it enough that you'd see my tits?" Professional here. This isn't really outrageous in terms of what they wanted to do in a photo, but I would say 90% of influencers who contact me try to use tagging as their form of payment. Well, I have 100k followers, so you're guaranteed to get so much work from this, you'd be an idiot to say no. This is word for word what one woman said to me when I politely informed her of my rates. Paying artists in exposure is nothing new, but the level of entitlement I'm seeing these days is off the charts. The only thing I can ever guarantee from these interactions is that they will throw a massive tantrum when I say no, complete with some classic r/nice girls lines like "your isn't even that good, I was trying to do you a favor," etc. One person contacted me saying that she gets paid X amount from companies per post, thus every post she makes using my photographs should count for X amount of dollars paid to me, because like so many PPL will see it, you will party much be famos. Edit to answer some of the common responses. Yes, I do my best to explain how the process actually works, that exposure isn't a form of payment, etc. This has varying degrees of success, but a lot of the time they end up paying my rates anyways, and say something like "never know if you don't ask, right?" LOL. No, I don't ever respond with sarcastic or snarky comments. You never know when someone will go off the rails and start badmouthing you on their platform. Screenshots are a thing, and word of mouth is a huge part of getting new clients. Yes, it would be immensely satisfying to lay into some of these people, but an out-of-context screenshot with some victim story behind it can be extremely damaging, so it's always better to err on the side of caution. I honestly appreciate all the suggestions for counter-offers and ways of dealing with these people. There are some seriously smart answers here, bravo Reddit. I don't let anyone take advantage of me or my business, and managing client expectations is just part of the job. Cheers for all the awesome responses. This was a lot of fun.